Welcome back to part 2 of our little kitty. Creative Kittens in the Creative Haven books. And if you missed part 1, I did a flip through of the whole book. And we are going to start with this little shoe here, just like we did with the first one. I did color in and finish coloring in all of the little yellow tulips. I see I missed a few little inside spots, but that's okay. We'll get them. How are you all doing today? Hope you're having a quiet, calm day. If not, maybe it's time to just sit down and color along with me or just watch. This shoe is just a little bit different than the other shoe. So we're making it just a little bit different. I think it turned out the colors are very cohesive and very pretty. Okay, now this is a wave. So which part is the shoe, huh? I guess it's my decision. Okay, and that was Castle Art pastels in the cream rose. I'm going to switch over. What's this? Anyway, I'm going to switch over to my polychromos, but any ivory color will work. And I'm just going to go right in here. Make sure I cover it good. And here. And over here. And I think we'll do this little tiny spot in here. Okay, so we did this part in here. Now, I'm going to take yellow ochre. So this is Prism, so whichever yellow ochre you may have in whatever set you have, or a color close to it. We're going to do this line here. Okay. And it seems to end there. So, let's see if I can find. I have this magnolia. Let me see if this is going to be. Okay, this is a soft, kind of a light buttercup color. My color palette memory comes from oil, from acrylics, from watercolors. So if I say a color, it's just, that's where I get my color palettes from of years. Oops, I forgot to turn my computer off. It went black, so I thought it was sleeping. Let me make it go to sleep. we had a few more subscribers, so if you're watching, I welcome you to our channel, and I thank you for subscribing and for watching. I truly appreciate it. This channel has given me something to live for. Not that I don't have anything to live for. I have plenty of stuff to do. But I just enjoy talking with you guys and coloring things for you. So I truly appreciate each and every one of you that watch and have subscribed. Because this channel's really only been going for a little over a month, which is kind of surprising sometimes because it's grown kind of fast. And what is that I'm putting on my pencil? It's those soft pencil protectors that you get. I get them off of Amazon, but you can get them anywhere. And I cut them in half. And the bottom of my thumb, because I color so much, sometimes kind of pinches. And this just like wearing a good pair of shoes. Makes it very comfortable, whatever pencil you're using. I even started putting them on my crochet hook. Because it just made it easier to handle. That is a pretty color. I wonder if that's the color I used down here. I'd have to go back and watch my video. At night sometimes I put them on because I usually make them in the later evening, last thing before I decide to lay down. And after my movie's over, I'll see if there's anything else, and there's my video. So sometimes I watch them. And I watched last night, and on the other kitty video, I was holding my pencil really close, and you couldn't see where I'm coloring. So I am going to try and remember again, because when I watch a video of somebody I really enjoy watching, I like to see what they're doing while they're doing it, not after they move their hand back. So, and it also helps you to not be so heavy-handed, because the farther back you hold your pencil, the lighter you're going to color. So you've seen where they start out really dark around the sides, and then they get lighter and lighter. And sometimes I have tried that, and it's like, how in the world? I just can't seem to get it that light. Well, it's because I'm trying to get too much to the end of my pencil, and so then you're holding it with a death grip. But if you hold it towards the back, it helps. So even if you got a package, you can get a lot of them for $5, and then cut them in half, and you have double. I ordered another small pack because it seems like I'm always running out of them. Not that I run out of them, but they're on my pencils in a jar. Because I keep my pencils in little jars until I get done with everything. And sometimes I've got 6 jars out there right now. So when I get tired, I'll put them all away and And what is this? This is Kelly Green. Sometimes I just grab whatever's on my desktop and I go to town. You sharpen that. Oops. The lead broke. It does happen. Not often, but it does happen. And get a sharper point to get down in here and to be able to gently, Georgia, gently. Color. What is this one? Oh, this is the cow slip. If you watch the first video, that was kind of funny. It's like the cow slipped in his own little slip. I'm just trying to give the top just a touch of green. I don't want it to look green. I just want to give it a and I think I've been thinking about it. I color more like I tool paint. It kind of gets in here. So I guess that's my style. So you'll develop your style too, whatever it is. Okay. I think this is water again. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, well, let's move on. Our sun finally came out. Kind of. Well, we're supposed to still have more rain. But this is May. And I thought it was April showers that bring May flowers. I just do little circles on these little round flowers. Then you could just barely cover them up like that where you miss a spot. This book is mostly pastels, as if you probably can't tell. It's what I seem to keep going back to. Gonna put a little blue. That's Bluebell. Okay, we got that little shoe done. And we need to find our leaves. Thought I had a little darker color. There it is. It's getting too little. I can't see it in the my little basket. Okay. So let's work on our windmill. How about that? I like how all these turned out. And let me look at that windmill. Okay. I think I decided to make it kind of like the shoes. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. Make you all dizzy. So I'm going to use this cream rose in the pastels. And then where is our, what was this, marigold? Let's pull that down. And just blend these two together. I'm not sure what these little things are, if they're supposed to be windows or just little patches or... I'm going to go in between these so I don't darken them. And I'm going to come up from the bottom and up the side a little bit. And then let's see if we can't. Let me sharpen that one too. I keep thinking this is Saturday, and it's really only Friday. But when you're retired, it doesn't really matter. I only go someplace on Saturday night. Okay, so let's do the same to the bottom. So we can get around all these little guys. And they forgot that one, so I just kind of filled it in. I love this color Marigold. It's such a pretty, buttery. Sometimes it's hard to see those little tiny lines. I think I'll bring it all the way to the bottom. Kind of like that. Oh, we got to do the bottom up. And even though you probably can't see it on the camera, they do blend well. But you can tell the transition between the two colors. Slightly. They blend very well together. And that makes life so much easier when they do. So, those two are done. Now we got to figure out what we're going to do with the rest of this stuff. Let's see if this will work. Almond rose. And in between the little windmill again. Just like that. And then what color can we? Let me sharpen this one. I don't know why I don't move that pencil sharpener closer. Coral blush. Let's just a little bit around the sides. We just want to give it a hint of color. I'm making little tiny circles, which always helps me when I'm in a tight little spot. Just like that. Okay, that looks good. So we can bring this down. And this will be good for our trim. I guess I don't know what all this stuff, it's just this and that and the other thing, I think. Maybe we'll just do a little L shape on our windows with this. Just to give it a hint of color. And then we'll come back in with the other color. Did I do them all? I did them all? No, we forgot one up here, Missy. How about that? We could do this bottom trim. I don't know why all these colors remind me of those orange sickles. Ice creams in the center and orange sherbet on the outside. They were little round push-ups. Ice creams. They were good. Good, good, good when we were kids. Alright, I think I missed a few of these little guys. Did I miss any other ones? We gotta figure out what color to make that cat. I was wondering if this And that is our cowslip color. Here's another whole jar of pencils. That's what I get for keeping them in too many jars. So we're going to just try to... Boy, these are fine, fine lines. Whew. I see better if I set back, but I tend to want to get real close. And I don't know why. Because I wear trifocals, so and if they slip down at the wrong place, things get kind of dark. That wind keeps blowing, and I keep thinking somebody's coming in the door. And it's not. It's the wind. Okay. So now, I don't know what color to make. Just kind of... do that. And where's our light blue? Let's use a little blue in the windows. And put a little blue around here. And we can just take our pencil and blend it in. Oops, I didn't get them all. Now, what color are we going to make that little kitten? He's sleeping and snoozing. Let's make him a little bit gold. And then let's find some pretty soft color. Let's see if this will work. He's snoozing. Okay. So now, this is a gate, so let's put something, well, let's just use this orange at the top, or it's a wall, not a gate. And I'm doing a good job getting out of line. Oh, I forgot I put the big one on there. That's all right. Okay. So, I'm looking for a color. Let's try this. That is the Inca Gold. It will be enough contrast between all of these pale colors. To stand out a little bit more. Oh, we're almost finished with our little kitty picture. I think we got another little wall down here we need to do. Okay, I like that. It's a good contrast. All right, let's do this little wall right here. only thing I don't like about these books is you can see through the backs. I like the books that paint the back black. And then that really helps. I found 2 more of these books. One is a flower book, and it's beautiful potted flowers. Simple. And I picked one out to do this evening. And then I have a page in my elephant book that I want to do maybe tomorrow. And then I've colored something in each one of the books. And also I'm going to have a review tomorrow of a couple very wonderful books that I'm working in. And you've seen some of it. Alright, so this little ruffle part here is what I was wondering what to do with. And I was thinking about doing it like this. And kind of filling it in. Not heavy, just lightly. Because I really don't know what it is. It might supposed to be just grass or something, but I thought this would be a nice color. Just darken the tops of those. Just like that. That kind of adds a pretty color down here. And that is pastel. Viridia? Viridia? I know that color. But it's funny when you are an artist, but you never really say the names out loud. And we're all artists. I don't care if you're good, bad, or indifferent. If you're trying, you're an artist. You're putting it to work. You're creating, a creator. My family used to say, she's an artist. She does beautiful work. I used to be so embarrassed. So I didn't think I was very good. I tried. I am very picky. I want to be great. And then I'm not. I'm good. I can make things look pretty. But I'm not great. But it's all in the journey and the enjoyment of what you do. What was I doing? I was talking to my cable people. They were saying I was using too much. I thought I had unlimited. So I had to call them a couple of times to get it straightened out. And they fixed it for me. Got it back to the price it was supposed to be. We'll find out when the bill comes. That's always the true thing. And then, anyway, the lady and I were talking. She could tell she was a younger girl. She sounded very pretty. You know, somebody's voice sometimes, you just think of them as being a very pretty young woman or something. But anyway, we got to talking about all this, and she's, oh, you can color stuff and paint stuff. I love doing that. And she says, and you can put it on your walls. And I said, yeah, I do that too. I've got something hanging on my walls that I've done, painted, that I've colored, that I've just all different things. So anyway, so now I'm wondering about the next part of all of this. Is this just water? Is this dirt? That is the hard part. Let's see if we can make a little bit of green. Maybe like that. Like that. Okay. I think this is going to be blue. So I think I'm going to come in and use some chalk and do the bottom part in chalk. And so let's come up here. Man, yep. Let's just make this some grass. Like that. And then some of this we'll just do, I think, some chalk. Because it makes it a soft, to me, it just makes a soft finishing point. And there's nothing over there, there's nothing over there. Some of these get so tight on here you can't move them. Sometimes I think pencil. Alright, let's make some of these blue. Am I in? Are you seeing me? Let's see, so we'll leave that one in between. How about this one, blue? And this one, blue. Okay, now let's get our chalk paints out. So let me put all my pencils in my little basket and get my chalks. Uh-oh, look what I've done. Oh, you know what? Because I keep forgetting to put my little top thing back on here. Well, I'll do this later. Let me find a few colors. I have a piece of foam that's supposed to be on the top, and I kept thinking, why is this happening? What have I done wrong? What is going on here? So, I need my knife, and what else? How about a little sponge? And I'll get these down in case I want to use them. All my little brushes. So let's try a little bit of blue down here, like that. I'm going to take this little sponge to get in this little places. Just go in little circles. Like that. Maybe it's not a river, maybe it's just a wet sidewalk. I don't know. This is just a stick, like a skewer you buy in the grocery store. I cut them up, and I got some eye makeup sponges, took them off and put them on the sticks, and they work very nicely. Alright, brush it off and see what we got. And I think we've covered most of it, and I don't want it dark. I want it just kind of be light. So let's try some green. I'll do some green in here. And what color green? Not all these always work either. Some of these just They're like dead. If that makes any sense at all. Let's try this light kind of lime green. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and use the blue, because if a little blue gets in there, that'll be okay. Just kind of like that. I'm just making little circles. Now you can use the just the eye shadow brush yourself, the sponge. But this just seems, I don't know, it just seemed easier to have a little stick. Okay. Now let me clean it off. Give me 1 second. I got more on there than I did on the other. So I forgot to do that part. We'll just make it green. All right, so now we're going to try to do the sky. And I do want it blue too, but not a deep blue. So what's the next color? Let's try this kind of let's see what happens with this one. I'm going to try not to get it in those circles. Okay. And see, these are my little makeup brushes, which they work too. You just to help you get into small places and stay out of places you don't want to be. And it doesn't matter if there's a little color on there, because sometimes, like a watercolor palette, the dirtier it gets, the better the coloring it gets, because you're mixing a little this and a little that in it that you wouldn't normally just sit there and mix. So you can kind of come back here and pick some of that up. I'm just doing little circles and trying to keep it away. I want those to stay white. I don't know why, but I do. All right, let me take it by the trash and dust it off. See what we got. Okay. I think that's good. I don't want it dark in any shape, way, or form, because it kind of, but at the very, very top, let's add just a little bit of like bright blue. I don't know if this is the one we used or not, but I just want to add just a little bit of bright blue. And sometimes it won't. It won't. And if you just make little circles, it'll almost look like you're making little clouds. Okay. All right, I think we're done. And there we go. Our beautiful little cat. See if I can get it up high enough where you can see the whole thing. I think it turned out really, 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 really cute. So I thank you for watching part 2. If nobody's told you today that they love you, let me be the first, because we love you. And we thank you very much for subscribing, for watching, and leave me a comment. You can say whatever you want to say. If you got suggestions, if you got just whatever. I really enjoy reading them, so I thank you for that. Please give me a thumbs up. That really helps. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And you all have a good day.